you're right. In the military, it's, we're the best unit. We're the best fighting force. We're better than, you're competing against other army units or other military units within the United Kingdom. So there is that element of ego where, you're always being told that you're the best unit. You're always being told that you're the best support element or whatever it may be. So the egos are super high. And I realized that even when I got into the special forces, and it was tapered a bit, but in the special forces, I would say that it's a confidence ego. You're the best of the best. You've reached the top of the ladder. You've got nothing to
prove.
Not a dickhead ego. Not a dickhead ego. You've got nothing to prove. You're not talking about the job all the time because you're actually doing the job. So I suppose the ego is still very much there. And if used correctly, I think that it's a very handy thing to have. But like you said, when you go back down into the real world, and especially into business, and you've heard it all before, you're long in the tooth, Steve. It's like, I've heard it all, but just by a conversation, whether that's going to transpire, whether someone's real, but when you first get into it, you're like, what, you've got this proof of funds, you can do this, you can do that. And it's all ego driven. It just, they wear the suits, they wear, they walk in the right way. They've got their, sort of corporate suit on. And I fell into that trap very early on, and I made a lot of mistakes, invested a lot of money, for me at the time.
Yeah.
That was purely ego driven. And it taught me a lesson about ego and about actually, really having a mentor. I think having a mentor in the business space was really what separated me from continuing to make these bad investments, continuing to make these bad mistakes.